another episode of the virtual Turkish Gastronomy Series. This is Gamze Çakmak. I am a longtime member of American Turkish Association of Washington, D.C. and current secretary of Board of Directors. For viewers who don't know us yet, we are a non-profit, all-volunteer organization founded in 1965 to promote Turkish culture in the U.S. and build friendship between Turkish and American people through educational, social, and cultural activities. As ATADC, now we are proud to initiate this virtual Turkish Gastronomy Series, which is an educational culinary diplomacy campaign along with our many other events. With this virtual series, and of course with the help of our local restaurant chefs here in the DC area, we wanted to showcase the amazing Turkish cuisine and even share some recipes for those who have interest in different cuisines, cultures, and especially in fine Turkish food and dining. I am sure, as some of you are already aware, Turkish cuisine is one of the most appetizing and rich cuisines of the world, and we Turkish people are known to be quite passionate about food. The Turkish art of cooking has a long and deep-rooted past, and our cuisine varies tremendously across the country. With that said, let me introduce you to our guest today, Mr. Atilla Özdemir, co-owner of the Fairfax Bakery. Hello, Atilla.
Hello. It was a pleasure to meeting you here.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. Actually, we just closed our store. So after a full day, we opened at 7 a.m. this morning. So it was a long day for us. It was a busy day. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you.
Good to hear that. Atilla, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to open up a bakery shop in Virginia?
Of course. As you said, my name is Atilla. I've been in the U.S. since '99. When I first came, I came here to study. So I was living in Florida all the way up to 2007 and decided to go back to Turkey. And we moved up in 2015 back to DC area again. In 15, so this is how we started this bakery. Actually, my main company's name is Turkish Gourmet. So that's how I started. And the story behind it is we were actually, after we moved, I love baklava. And I couldn't find fresh baklava anywhere around. So that became a possibility for me to open up and bring that fresh Turkish baklava from Turkey. And we did some research how we can bring it, because the current ones, if you look around in the US, they're mostly frozen, or they're trying to make it fresh here, but it doesn't taste the same. So there was an opportunity actually. So we did some research. I went back to Turkey, back and forth, and with that research and the market research as well, we saw that, there are a couple ways that we can actually do it. So one way is to bring the product from Turkey with air fried, par baked, and finish baking it here, adding the syrup here, and it becomes a fresh item. So that's how this company started. So the first route is start with the fresh baklava. So I did this for 2 years in a commercial kitchen. And after a couple of years, I would like to open up a retail store as well. So this Fairfax Bakery actually previously was a muffin bakery only. So this one came up. And I said, why not? So we could do, besides baklava, some Turkish baked goods as well. So that's how we started in two years ago, actually, in November. We opened in 2018 in November. So, and we constantly keep adding more products to it. So besides the baklava, we have various Turkish pastries, as well as we do have American pastries too. We do have 35 different kinds of muffins. I would say at least 40 different kinds of Turkish pastries we serve all the way from breakfast to lunch. So we are mainly a breakfast and brunch cafe restaurant. So that's how it started.
Wonderful. So what are your working hours, and would you please give some more details about your menu, what kind of products you have?
Of course. So with COVID, our previous hours was we open 7 days a week. So we were opening from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. previously, pretty much every day, except for Sunday, we were closing at 2. So with the COVID, we have limited hours now. We are opening 8:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Weekdays, and the weekends we are going all the way up to 4 p.m. So as I said, our menu is pretty much for mainly breakfast and brunch, lunch. So we don't have too many offerings for dinner. So when you start with the breakfast, we do have all kind of bagel sandwiches, which we bake here. We do have Turkish breakfast, all kinds of breakfast actually with the Turkish cuisine. So we have the traditional Turkish way of breakfast, which could be all the way from feta cheese, tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, honeycomb, honey, which is coming from Turkey, nuts, dried nuts and fruits, which is also coming from Turkey as well. Scrambled eggs, it could be a menemen, it could be with sucuk, and we are also serving the American style breakfast, which is with bagels with eggs, cheese, meats as well. We do serve fresh lox. We pretty much serve everything fresh. We don't have anything frozen in the store, as well as the pastries. So the pastries all the way from croissants, types of croissants, Turkish croissants, which is açma, I would say. We do have 4 or 5 different kinds of açma as well, which is the olives, the cheese ones, Nutella one, we come up with the plain one, potato one. We do have the pochas, which is the puff pastries. We have them with spinach and feta, feta cheese and parsley. We also come up with an American way, which is the Spanish way as well, too, I would say, with steak and fresh mozzarella pocha.
Oh, sounds yummy.
So let me see what else we have. We have sakalli, which is a small puff pastry filled with Mediterranean cream cheese. Savory cookies, sweet cookies with nuts, bereks, which we make it with handmade phyllo dough. We only use olive oil or butter in these products as well. So we serve coffee, all different kinds of teas.
Yeah, I know you serve delicious specialty tea and coffee, and there is an interesting story behind it, right? Would you like to share it?
Yes, we're serving Julius Maine. Actually, I do have a cup here with me, whether you can see it. The logo is a fez, which is from the Ottoman Empire. So I tasted this coffee in Europe, actually. So, I mean, it's a very nice coffee, as well as they also have teas. So the story behind this is when the Ottoman Empire tried to conquer Vienna, Austria, Vienna, which they couldn't conquer. They tried, but the emperors, they always have their coffee beans with them because they love the coffee. So because they couldn't conquer, they left the beans while they're leaving the country. And the Julius Maine actually picked those coffees, they roasted them, and they started the company with those beans. That's why their logo is still keeping the fez from the Ottoman Empire, the Sultan's fez. So that's the story behind Julius Maine. They also have very nice tea, which is in silk bags, and they're full leaves. So it's not it's a premium tea as well. So they also have once a year a poem event, which the customers are invited to the store for a full week. So they can pay their tea with a poem. So we give them a piece of paper, which is Julie Spain paper actually. So they can write a poem. So with their poem, they get their free tea. So it is paid.
Wow, that's an incredible idea. So nice.
So the nice thing about it is those tea bags each has a poem. So those poems, actually the poems we collected from our customers. So they write the poem, we send them to Vienna, Austria, and they publish it. So each bag, each tea bag has a different poem from all around the world. So that's a fun thing as well too. So people love to read those poems all around the world.
We are all going through an incredible time with this pandemic and all. How are you affected, and what kind of modifications have to come up with?
So first of all, in March, when we heard about it, actually it started probably a long time ago, but in March, when we first hear about it, we closed our store. So we closed the store a little over a month. So during that period, actually we observed and with the health department, Fairfax Health Department, we get some advices how we can open up. Actually, nobody told us to close our store. But I mean, we didn't want to get sick. I don't want any of my staff to get sick.
Of course.
Yeah, during that period, actually, we did still work with limited hours, not open to public. So we came up with different products. After a month, when we opened, with the health department's regulations, so like most of the restaurants are supposed to do, we have regular cleaning, plus we have sanitizing on the top of that. So besides using our masks, and we are cleaning the customer touching surfaces every 60 minutes, I do have a misting fan, which is actually misting air sanitizer. So we constantly clean the air in the store, because with the phase 3, which started 2 weeks ago, our customers are allowed to sit inside too. When it gets too crowded, we turn it on. So it's kind of like a little smoke in the store, but people understand that it's sanitizing the air as well. So of course, we were using our gloves. So we were changing our gloves constantly. So that's something we were already doing. On the top of that, we are using masks, as well as I said, I mean, we constantly keep cleaning the touching surfaces, the doors. So if the customer leaves, we ask them not to move anything from the table. We just pick it up from there, rather than customers are touching different areas. So we want them only to live and stay at certain places. So we have 6 feet social distancing signs in the store pretty much everywhere. And customers are required to have masks in the store. And of course, besides this, what else we do? Let me think about it. So pretty much those are the things we are doing, yes.
Thank you for all the things you are doing. I hope these days will be over soon for all of us.
Yes. So also you ask how it's affected us. So, I mean, people are scared because they don't know what's going to happen to them. So after we opened, we were barely having any customers after the month. So currently with the phase 3, we started having some customers. I would say before March, if we have 10 customers, right now we are having only 5. So I would say the business is not even 50% yet. Government is helping. Yes, they do have some loans. We are using the payment protection plan with the employees as well. But the funny thing about it is, we hardly find anyone to work right now. So because they're getting unemployment and they're getting a pretty good amount with the unemployment, so they don't want to work. So the people, our staff working right now is the ones they just graduated from high school, or they haven't been working full time. They never worked before. So after this, we constantly keep training people. So we were working 8 people, now we're working 4, and we are going to be 5 very soon. So we are working more right now. So even though we have limited hours, it's pretty much, we still serve everything. We do have, like I said before, we were serving 35 different kinds of muffins. Right now we are serving probably about 14 different kinds, but if a customer asks for it, we still do those as well. So all we need is a couple hours of prep time, or a day before would be great as well. So.
It's good to hear. What are your future plans regarding this business?
So my future plans is we were planning to open a second store. It was before March, of course. I mean, we got pretty good feedback from our customers. So, I mean, within the first year, I would say I grew up the store 100%. In the second year, we reached about almost 300%. So we needed a different store, a second store, and a bigger kitchen as well. So currently, we postponed this till next year because we need to see till the end of the year how things gonna be happening. I mean, even though we think we are still in phase 3, doesn't mean that we may still go back to phase 1 within a couple of months, because people are started going on vacation. The rates are going higher again. So the schools are closed. They might open up, so it might cause another issues as well. So till the end of the year, we're gonna postpone everything right now. So we are trying to, we are suffering from the business, but we are trying to keep our doors open till the end of the year. So we are not trying to make any profit, which we are not actually. None of the restaurants, food business are making money right now, but I mean, keep the loss at a limited level. So to see the end of the year, so we'll make our future plans. So we pretty much postponed everything right now.
Thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your story. I love your food. Whatever I tasted was delicious, and I am especially a fan of sakallı and can't wait to taste it again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity to ATADC as well. You're doing a great job presenting a great cuisine, Turkish cuisine to everyone in the US, as well as giving out the recipes to everyone. During this COVID, I think people entertain these series a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I believe Fairfax residents are lucky to have you in their backyard. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Atilla headed to the kitchen to show us how to make savory kurabiye. He said it was very easy to make and it would be a great companion to your 5 o'clock tea. enjoyed the interview and got excited to try Savory Kurabiye. If you try, let us know with a comment. And please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel and consider making a donation. To become a member and support our organization, please visit ATADC.org and you may view our past events, learn about upcoming events, our organization, and membership benefits. Stay tuned. Next week, we'll be back with a new chef, restaurant, and a recipe. Bye. Hoşça kalın.